Hello everyone. In this video we're gonna analyze one of my classical games as usual, and I was here white against my opponent Max VV100 whose rating was 1937, and let's see the game. By the way, it was a 15+15 game on leechess.org. So d4, knight f6, c4, e6, and a3, b6, and knight c3, bishop b7, and e4 I played, which was just a blunder, because they could just take. After if I take, they'll just take on free pawn. But I played, and here my opponent played d5, I played e5, knight fd7, and here I took, and they did not want to lose their bishop, exchange their bishop I mean, and they took with the e-pawn. And here I played, here I should have a plan right in this point. I should have played something like queen f3, pressuring on the d5 square. And since their knight is on d7, I have to play against this knight's bad position. And they have no way to defend but c6. And this way the b knight, their b knight is not also having out of squares besides a6, and I think white is way better here, but here I did not see this option, which was better for white, but I played, I think, bishop d3. Yes, and my opponent here played, of course, c5, breaking challenge in the center, and here I played bishop e3, and c takes d, bishop takes d, and bishop c5, again challenging the center. And here I could not find any other moves but bishop takes c5, because like say knight f3, then they will just capture and capture on e5, so white will lose a pawn here. But also queen h5 is one variation. No, actually my d4 bishop will be hanging, sorry, and yeah, and I could not find any better move than bishop takes c5, and knight takes, and bishop b5 check, because somehow I wanted to keep my bishop. And here my opponent is strangely played king f8, and here I played b4, which was not that great move, since my knight on g1 has not developed yet. In the opening you should develop all your pieces to the center as principle, but here I thought that knight is going to retreat to a bad square. I thought maybe e6, and not that bad actually. I don't know why I have played this move. It's just how do you say, just automatically played b4, I would say. And here my opponent made another different kind of move, like d4, and here I just took the knight, and they didn't took it. They of course took on g2, and here I played knight e4, since if they capture my knight I would just push f3, and therefore I can save my rook. But yeah, and they took on h1, and I played knight d6, which was a good square for my knight, but my opponent played. But after like b takes c5, they have passed pawns, and white has not that much to attack, to generate a successful attack. And yeah, and that's just a bad quality game of mine. And instead, okay, after b5, if they play d4, I could have just played knight f3. Then if they capture, of course they cannot capture, their queen is hanging, one important fact. And if they, let's say, if they retreat their knight, and here white can maybe knight e2 play, attacking the d3, d4 pawn, and the game could have continued. And there is one fact that they lost their castling right, which is white just would castle and play with all their pieces into the game. This rook will be having a hard time, maybe g6 and king g7, and then rook comes, and then it's several moves away. So white, I think, in this situation little better, I think, but I just didn't. I just took, and they took, and knight e4, they took, and knight d6, and c takes there, and after b takes c5, queen b3 played threatening mate on f7, and my opponent defended with queen e7, also attacking the e5 pawn, and here getting out of the pin, since if they capture on e5, mate in 1, f7. So they cannot, of course, and here after that move my opponent played yes, bishop c6 they played, and I just took because maybe I should not have taken on c6. I should not have taken on c6, I mean, and yeah, maybe I could have played something bishop c5, and yeah, I could have played bishop c4, which is attacking the f7 pawn third time, and they have no way to defend unless bishop e8. And yeah, and if they play something like f6, then I think it's a weakening move. You have to notice that d6 knight is hanging. You can play just, yeah, you can play knight f4. And if they take with the queen, what's next? Then no, it's not working. Yeah, it's not that great. So yeah, after bishop c6, I just took a knight takes, and here after knight takes, rook e1 I played. And c6. No. Queen d5 I played, sorry, queen d5 after knight takes. And my opponent played g6 here, hanging their knight. And I took the knight and king g7. And rook e1 I played. And rook a b8. I mean this rook. Rook a b8. And here I played queen g2, which yeah, queen g2 I played, just a safe move to play. And I could have played something better maybe. Maybe not. Yeah, it's threatening knight f5 fork. So here my opponent played queen e6, and I played knight h3, bringing my knight into the game, and h6 and knight f4, and queen b3 my opponent played, and here I played knight h5 check, and king f8 my opponent played, and knight f4 back. And here my opponent played rook h7, defending their f7 pawn, and here I played e6, which was not that accurate move, since after taking and no, actually I took with the g. I took the g pawn check, and here my opponent played king g8, and after knight e7 check, and now knight e5 check, and rook g7, and queen e4, and queen h3, and this and this, and here and there and there and mate. Because of that line, and this is very bad move. After this e6 move, I should have played queen e4, and the game could have continued in a different way. So so thank you for your attention, and I'll see you